close even getting away from the numbers that Chris put up? Was that as well as you've seen him pitch?
Yeah, you know, he's done some really nice games. I mean, you go back last year and early this year, but I'd have to put that up there. And yeah, that's one of his best games. And first inning, that was the key inning for him. I mean, first and second, 3-0 count, and a big out there, and then you get the next two guys, and that to me was the important part of the game. You know, the pitcher's trying to get settled in, and he got out of that. And after that, he was really good with his command and all his pitches, curveball, slider, change. Really spotted his fastball well, and we needed it. Their guy threw well, and great ball game. And, Duggar, you know, you're in a game like that, you're hoping somebody gets a hold of one, and he did for us. That was the difference in the game.
What do you think of the way Chris responded to the challenge there in the 8th inning? I think that's as deep as it's ever gone.
Very well. He handled it. He was getting outs. Stuff was still good after the 7th. That's why he went back out there. And, you know, Duggar hits a double. I probably pinch hit, but stuff was right where it needed to be. And at that point, you know, he's staying out there as long as he's getting outs, which he did at 1, 2, 3. But really handled it well. A lot of times pitchers think, oh, my job's done, especially around 100 pitches. They're coming in after the 7th. But kept his focus and had a good inning.
You also pitched on well in the last road trip in New York. 2 good outings in a row.
Yeah.
What do you think he's doing different now as opposed to the ones before that?
Well, he's made a nice adjustment. Getting the fastball where he wanted it. It was cutting a little bit, and he had trouble controlling it. And getting it harder to play. I think he's really finishing it. His pitch is so much better now, especially heading the count. He's spotting it better. You know, his put away pitches, and he's not making the mistakes he was earlier. And that's all. And really, that's all pitching is hitting your spots, and he's back doing that.
What would you say he worked on or got better at the most during his time in the minors? Was it just that spotting those pitches, or was there something else?
Sure, I think the fastball command and also his breaking ball. He was leaving that up, especially heading the count. He's putting it in a better spot now. So that's the difference. And when he does that, you saw what happened tonight.
Bruce, I know you like to keep guys in spots, you know, where they're comfortable, but, you know, when you see a couple of jolts like Duggar's had the last 2 days from the 8th spot, any temptation to maybe at least give him a tryout a little bit higher up in the order?
Well, he's doing a pretty good job in that spot. So, you know, I may tomorrow, you know, with righty going, Corbin stuff. Those splits are a little different this year, but he's still tough on lefties, and so I want him there. And yeah, he gets on, but you know, we can still run him. Plus, you know, we have a bunt, we have speed there, and you know, he has pretty good discipline up there, and that's what you like from a guy hitting in that 8-hole. And he can draw a walk for you too. But to your point, yeah, he's not going to hit there his whole career. Trust me.
Bruce, I don't know if you mentioned this earlier this afternoon. I wasn't here, but do you have an update on Buster Posey's surgery today?
Yeah, I think there's a statement out, but it all went well. He's doing great, recovering nicely. They went in there and repaired the labrum, had a little tear there. So we're really pleased with how it went. And now it's a matter of rehab. It's going to take a few months here, but I know he's glad to get this over with, and we're glad it went well. And he'll be back, I think, Thursday. He'll be around. But, all the reports I'm getting is he's doing great.
A lot of people have counted you guys out. I know you guys still feel you're in it. But you know, you couldn't, those two teams on the field tonight weren't all that distinguishable. How does that, you know, make you guys feel to be able to look at that game and say, you know, they're in first, we're 7 games back, but we looked the same on the field and we came out ahead?
Well, you know, in this game, I mean, you have a job to do, and it doesn't matter where you're at, but you still got to believe. You still got to have faith that you get on a run, a nice roll, and you can get back in this thing. Sure, it's an uphill climb, but you keep fighting. You don't know what can happen. You look throughout the history of the game. There's been some crazier things that have happened, and so we're going to be out here battling every game and try to see if we can fight our way back into it. That's our job. You never quit. Just like for one game, you play as hard as you can for 9 innings. It's the same thing for a season. You keep going until you're eliminated. And still, you have a job to do. Go out there and play hard, but you still got to believe.
Just one more thing about Duggar. You said he has quote unquote easy power. Is that an example of that?
It is. I mean, that ball jumped, isn't it, off his bat, and he has the ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark. He's got power. You watch his batting practice, and he's going to. The power's going to come the more he plays, and not looking for him to hit for power, but he's been working hard on his swing, and his balance, his swing is a little more level now, and he's getting some good swings on.
You told us before yesterday's game you were going to give Smith 2 days. Will he be available tomorrow?
Yeah. Again, we'll check on him tomorrow. We don't need to push him, but my guess is he'll be good to go.